Hello, my Nancy's. How you doing? So, this is a continuance, as always, from my TikToks. From the last ones I just did about my trip to New York to see my sister. So, where we left off is where parking is a pain in the behind in New York City. Usually it was about 45 minutes to find parking around my sister's old place. Near her new place, which is a lot more bougie, it was 2 hours until I found one that was semi-illegal. Luckily, no one noticed it. But where I left off was, I continuously kept seeing the same 5 bums in that 2 hour span. Which again, nothing against them. Not at all. They are human beings just like we are. They have gone through struggles just like we have. They just went a different route. Everyone goes different routes. No disrespect to anyone who's homeless. No disrespect to any bum. I just want to say this. New York City bums are a different breed of human being. They are at a much higher frequency than I am. Than anyone. Because, okay, drug addicted, that's fine. But how can you sleep outside in New York City every year? Boy, I literally, as soon as it's cold, I'm like, whoop, inside. I'm not coming out. I'm not leaving unless I have to. I can't do it. I don't know how they do it, and it's amazing. So, kudos to New York City bums. Let's start there. But I gotta take away a little bit of kudos points because this happens to me a lot and I don't understand why. I know why. It's because I'm cute as hell. That's a different story for another day. But I'm driving around. The same bums in front of the same restaurant. I went from all the way to like 83rd, 84th Street to 70th. From Lexington to East End. Like, I literally went back and forth. So this guy, he sees my car 100 times. And he keeps getting up and walking down to one block, back to the other block, back to the end of the block, back to the other block. So every time I see him, he's on the opposite end. Finally, we get to a point where I'm literally catty corner from my sister's apartment, 2 hours in, 1:30 in the morning, something like that. The bum is right there. Cool. Again, I have no qualms. I ignore them. I know it sounds terrible, but I do, because a lot of the times they're asking for money, and I'm not going to give out money unless I know the person myself. I know that sounds really greedy, but I am the type of person that I have been burned many times by people lending money. It doesn't matter, friends or not friends. So that's one of my own personal rules, that I don't do it at all. I don't even give people money unless it's like Christmas. Like, oh, here's $20. Here's $100. Merry Christmas. That's just my own personal preference. But again, that will probably change when I'm filthy rich. Because then I'll be like handing everyone else money, like, here, I can help you. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, so I don't know. Why do I like get in tangents? Okay, I'm getting into another one. Anyways, so he comes up to the car and he goes, "You're lost?" "No, I'm not lost, sir. I'm just looking for parking." "Okay." He's on the opposite side of the car. My car window wasn't open. Hello, coronavirus. I don't want to get it. And he yelled it, so he knew not to come to the car. He was like 4 or 5 feet away from the car, and he's like, "You're lost?" And I'm like, "No, I'm okay." I parked the car. He's laying on a little bench in front of a restaurant, or was it a restaurant? I think it was just a regular store. I don't remember. I didn't really look at the name of the building. But all I see is, and I'm like, another one. Another person. Doesn't matter if they're homeless or not. A bum or not. This happened to me with normal people that have jobs, that are part of society, that are not on the street. he was legitly taking care of his business. And I kindly like look away because I don't want eye contact. I'm about to get out this car. It's 1:30 in the morning. There's no one around. There's no streets. I mean, there's no streets. What the hell? There was no cars in the streets. Literally, there was no cars on York Ave in Manhattan. No cars. I did not see any other people. I did not see anything else moving besides me and him. And maybe some birds. But like, I was like, please don't tell me he's doing that. He's taking care of his business. He's, enjoying himself. But please, it's 1:30 in the morning. Please let him just like walk away, step away, finish, and just like go to sleep. Like, dunk, 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 dunk. Like, please. Mind you, my sister's apartment building is right there. But I had to walk halfway down the block to get into the building. And I'm like, okay, great. So I'm going to get out and I'm just going to scoot my ass right across the street. So the moment I open the door, he goes, hey, are you lost? I said, great. I can't get out this car. I'm not going to be able to get out this car unless he walks away or he leaves, because I can drive away, but I'm not driving another 2 hours for parking. I will sit in this car until he's finished. I am not driving 2 more hours for parking surrounding the same like 12 blocks. No. So he flips over because, mind you, I'm looking like halfway, trying not to stare because I don't want to be part of it. And then I click off the light in the car. I turn off all the sounds of the car. And I simply, because it was a push start, I simply hit the push start, completely turns the car off. I'm done. So I open the door. And the stupid door, the lights were on, went bing, 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 bing. Hey, you're lost? So I waited another 10 minutes. Waited 10 minutes. I turned off the lights. I thought I turned off the lights the first time, but I didn't. Then I turned off the lights. I get out the car and I scoot across the street. I close the door and I wait until I'm across the street and like literally standing next to the building, and I click the car close. And I kept clicking it to make sure it was closed, and then all I hear again is, hey, you're lost. And I'm like, oh, I'm too big to be running. I got platform sandals on. And I have a big ass onesie on. It's loose. I'm gonna die. So then I I kind of like walk a little bit faster because he's like yelling. And when I turned around, he was already halfway middle of the street. So I'm like, no. So I go right into the building. I dip down the side of the building and I go right into the entrance. The entrance opens, and when I turned around, the entrance door closed, but I can see like that much into the window, and I can see the bum just keep running. Like, just keeps going. And I'm like, no. So I tell the front desk guy, I said, hey, I was parking my car, and this bum was like kept asking me if I was lost. And I tried to get out my car a few times, and he kept trying to talk to me. And then finally I got out of the car. I was able to get across the street, and he chased me down the block. So just letting you guys, warning you, I don't know what he's doing out there. I don't know. He was doing some activities. And the guy's like, all right, cool. I'm just going to call a police officer to come down and like stay on the block or patrol the block. So he did that. I went upstairs and hung out with my sister. That was a really good night, right? Cool. The next morning, I was supposed to wake up at 8:30. I didn't. I woke up at 10:30. The next morning, I go downstairs to put money in the meter. And this scared the shit out of me. all I hear is this guy walking around the corner. Looked completely normal. Not a bum. It looked like he actually had money, to be honest with you. He looked a little nice, thick pockets. That's what he looked. He had a nice outfit on. He goes, "Hey, are you lost?" Wait. You can't be the bum from yesterday, because the bum from yesterday did not look like you. And plus he was a lot bigger. He goes, "No, I just want to know if you're lost." I was like, "No, I am not lost. How are you?" And that kind of developed into, I got a phone number, but I'm not gonna call it. I have my love me partner. He's amazing, so I'm not gonna call that number. Definitely gave it to me, but I was like, no, I'm not interested. But "Are you lost?" kept ringing. So now that has me thinking, am I lost? Like, am I lost? Do I need to find my way again? Am I finding my way? It's a really good question. So from a scary moment in New York to a very handsome, probably wealthy man asking me the same question. And me asking myself that question. So yeah, is the universe talking to me? Probably is. Probably is. But who knows? We'll see what happens when I sit and meditate and think about it. Now, I also wanted to kind of add on here too that like I mentioned in my TikTok videos, if you haven't seen my TikTok videos, go back and check them out. Back on TikTok, it's Yessie, same on there. And also make sure to like and follow and like and subscribe here too. The more you guys like, the more this actually gets circulated, and the more people I can talk to, the more people I can touch, the more people I can tell my stories to. Yeah, just do that. Yay. Anyways, so I was talking about a friend of mine that I didn't see in a very, very long time. He was a guy that I met at this old company that used to be a music company in New York City. We worked in a really shitty call center. I've actually talked about this call center before. It was just a really nasty place. Like, I think we had a Sharon, Karen, something like that. That was a complete dipshit of the office, a complete Karen of the office. We hated it. It was just the worst place ever. But what I can say is that during the time I was there, I was definitely going through some major manifestations that were just fucking all over the place. And then I met my friend. Super wonderful person. I adore him. He is amazing. We met and we instantly hit it off, and we instantly were like super close. And then he was there when I got married. And unfortunately, in the situation of me getting married, I lost who I was. So I lost a lot of my friends, and I lost a lot of people that were very important to me. And it feels so good, I don't know how many years later, to be like, hey, oh my God, I've thought about you so much. I miss you. I adore you. Where have you been? And then just to have a conversation with him and then meet up with him. Oh my God, it was amazing. We talked shit. We talked shit about my relationships. We just kind of caught up. And to hear his laugh again, like, it rang so many heart bells. And it felt so good to finally be with someone that I haven't been around in so long. Such a great person. And I would never want to lose his friendship again. Like, I adore him. And I don't have many people that I adore. I adore my closest friends, the person that I'm with. We all know who he is. Hi, baby. And the people that are important to me. And he's definitely one. And I'm very happy to have him back in my life. Super dope dude. 100% super dope. Super smart, too. But, yeah. That is the story of the parking situation. The question of am I lost? Am I? And the rekindling of a really good friendship. Like a great friendship, actually. So, Moral of the story is, don't park in New York City. Just figure it out. Just walk. Okay? Listen to the universe and what they're saying to you. Are you lost? And don't forget about the people that were important to you at one point in your life, and you just simply drifted apart. See if you get back to it. Maybe they'll make you a little bit happy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Don't forget about the giveaway. I'll be doing the announcement of giveaway really soon. I'm actually not going to do the 250 or 2,500 because it's just taking a really long time and that's not fair to you guys. So I should pick them in the next couple of days. Like and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.